This is a message to my black men and black women. Never, never let any other race try to hurt your people. Never. So we must start love one another.
For those of you that don't believe in such practice, I will be exercising my right of the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America. Bear that in mind that you also have that right. As I said, I speak about herbs and their magical power. You don't need to pray when you use these herbs. No. You know why? Because they have medicinal purpose. And when you use them, you don't need to pray for the cause of your problem. It is very simple. Now, the preachers are not telling the members of the organization that. So therefore, they're going unconcerned. The preachers are not getting the members better of the church. It's a shame for the black people who are doing that. Yes, it speaks about in Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 23. It speaks about women so bad. If a woman lie with any beast, beast mean animals, she commit the greatest crime. So that means women were lying with animals in past time, because the book is speaking about women lying with animals. It's a reason. The preacher is afraid to read those part of the book. Why? Because he wants to have you going and coming. So once he can have you going and coming, it's no problem. You get it? No problem for him to have you going and coming. Leviticus chapter 15 verse 19. It speaks about the woman in her issue of blood. New time now, it's called monthly cycle or your monthly period. Now, it speaks so bad about the woman. If she's in her monthly cycle, she should not lie in the bed with you as a man, not cook any food for you. You cannot sit where she sits. You cannot touch her. You cannot drive the car that she drives because she's so unclean. She's filthy. The Bible are speaking of that. Leviticus chapter 15 and verse 19. The preachers are not talking about that in the church, because they're still sleeping with their wife when the wife is in her monthly essence of flow. And they're going and telling other people that they're speaking to the great Messiah or the creator of the universe. As I said in past program, this place never been created, so it's just in the mind of the believer. But I'm speaking about the book you call the Bible and how it speaks about women. How women is so filthy. And all these men want to have sex when the woman is seen her monthly flow. The preachers are not telling the men not to do that. They want to do all type of copulation, like in chapter verse 21st and chapter 18 said. Copulation of things, you know, like with the animals. And the men want to do the same thing. It is telling you, whosoever touch that woman will be unclean from in the morning straight up till the evening come. So what you have to do as a man, you have to go to a running stream and wash yourself off. Very simple. You got to go to a running stream and wash yourself, because you becomes unclean. You should not kiss that woman. You should not touch her. She should not cook your food as a man. But the preacher can't tell you that, because the preacher bases his mind on the book you call the Bible. And the book is so symbolic. I said the original writing of the book was written in Amharic, Hebrew, and Arabic. And it's been translated down into English, French, Spanish, and Latin. Common sense. Because the men that wrote this book, they're white men, but they are not the original men that have the writing. They are not the one that do the writing. But they copied from the black people that were living in Africa. And black men is going unconcerned, not thinking. I'm telling you, the menses blood of the woman, it is so poisonous that it kills men. It kills men. The menses blood, it kills men. Do you know what the menses, it has so much power, black people, I'm telling you. The menses blood of a woman will turn new wine sour. It renders all plants and trees. It burns up all herbs in the garden. You know the herbs you plant? If the menses blood get on it, it burns up all the herbs in the garden. Yes, I'm telling you that. It makes fruit fall from the tree. You know, fruits that bear on the tree, it makes fruit fall from the tree. Excuse me. It dimmed the brightness of a looking glass, the mirror. It dimmed the brightness. It dulled the edge of razor. It also dulled the edge of knife. I'm telling you that, black people, and the preachers are not telling you nothing. It make iron rusty. It also make brass rusty. And you know brass cannot be rusty. The menses blood of a woman. Listen, if a dog eat the menses blood, it will make that dog run mad. And any man or woman that dog bite, the wound is incurable. Did you hear me? The wound will be incurable. No doctor, no voodoo priest, no nurse get that wound better. And there are other magical spells that you can use with the menses blood to cause wound unto other human beings. Not just the dog alone. It make linen rusty. It make linen turn black. Excuse me. It do. It make linen turn black. Yes. And also, the woman that is having an issue of flow over 7 days, she got a disease. If she see her period more than 7 days, she got a disease. Why your preachers not telling you that in the church? So the woman can understand when they're seeing their period and they're seeing it for more than 7 days, they can go and get remedy to get themselves better. Because they have a disease. As I said, that the serpent, the moon, and the woman correspond together. Every 28 days, the woman must see her monthly essence flow. Every 28 days, the moon must change. These are the basic laws of nature. And black men and black women is going around unconcerned and have not the basic laws of nature. Because the preacher are just have you going and coming and making all his money. His pocket is fat with money from the audience or congregation. Huh? And it stink, it's very stinky. The menses blood is stink. When a woman is seeing her period, you can tell. Because it is poison coming out of her. Yes. Now, if you have no one to teach you what is taking place, you're going to be going blind as a bat. Because no one is telling you anything whatsoever. So, you're not going to know. Very simple. You are not going to know what is taking place because you have no one to teach you. It's also cure falling sickness. Do you know what is falling sickness? Maybe you call it epilepsy in the United States. Where I'm from, it's called fits. You fall to the floor and you stay there until you get out of that state of unconsciousness. Or you think you're into a trance. And when you wake, you have either cut on your face, hands been broken, or clothes been dirty from the dust of the hurt or whatever. Yes, it also, if a woman in her monthly cycle go into the cornfield naked before the sunrise, it will let all those standing corn fall to the ground. I'm telling you how much power the woman Menses Blood have. Yes. I'm telling you. And if you take the air from the private part of the woman that in her monthly cycle and bury it into certain thing under the earth, it also brings forth serpent. I'm telling you, black people, these are things you must know as black women, and especially the black men of this Western world. Because you take on another lifestyle of another race. So you lost your sense of direction. You're gone. Because everybody is calling upon a man they call Jesus. See, that's what I'm talking about. A white man. See his parents, his mother is white, his father is white, and he's also white. So you lost your sense of direction. You don't have any time to think on your own. How the earth function. So you can't know what's taking place into your own body. Because guess what? You'll figure that the body doesn't belong to you. And guess what? It also, you see the kidney, that's your liver. And that's your gallbladder into your body. And you see those gallbladder? It also spoils the sap of the man's gallbladder and cause him to have gallstone. Yes! It causes him to have gallstone. Look, you see how green the gallbladder is? When the sap is spoiled, it becomes brown. So what's happened? You start to have stones in the gallbladder. How do you restore the gallbladder? Black people, I'm talking to you. How do you restore the gallbladder? If you don't have the basic laws of nature, you don't know to use all these herbs. You see these herbs that I have here? That's a mighty full, powerful herbs. And you don't know to use that herbs. Because you have no one to teach you about herbs. Most of the men that know about herbs is die and gone already. And the few that remain is not teaching their grandchildren anything. They're out looking for narcotics and they're pleasure seeker. And some of the ministers are with them. There's also a pleasure seeker. Because you know what they do? They read this book and they get intoxicated themselves. They drink alcoholic and they smoke narcotics. And guess what? Before, they were smoking all these narcotics. For years and years, they've been smoking all these narcotics. Now they're going to come and tell you about a God and a Jesus. And the Jesus that you're telling you about is a white Jesus. Now, they become saved now, but they do all the wrong before. I don't need to do anything wrong to come and tell you. What I do natural things of the laws of nature. I haven't done anything in my life. I don't mess with narcotics. I don't do abortion. I don't let no one do abortion as male or female. I am not homosexual. I don't play with men. And it's the natural ways. The preachers are not telling the men in the church not to play with men. You have black men walking with other men, putting their hands on the other man's butt. What type of sickness is that? Black ladies walking down the street, hugging up another black lady. Wife and husband. You cannot be a husband when you're born as a woman. How do you know a woman from a man? By looking on the breasts? No. A woman can bring forth children. Men cannot. A woman can put as much a beard on their face as they want to. They're just wasting their time. They can copulate men as much as they want to. They're just wasting their time. Because they have a thing you call WHO, womb. Woman. And the WHO stands for womb, into the woman womb. And men is this sour. So don't fool yourself, black men and black women. You're born as a woman, you must be a woman. There's no feelings between man and woman. I feel like a woman. Oh, what do you mean you feel like a woman? What do a woman feel like? What do a man feel like? We have two different organs. So don't you tell me you feel like a woman. So you have to change your ways and change your parts that you've been born with. You are just fooling yourself. And then you go around and speak about some white Jesus. That's what I'm talking about. Some white Jesus. And all of you people are thinking about a white Jesus. See, that's the matter of the men you're talking about. And some other ladies over there with some wings on, and the sun is laying down there. And the black people believe in that. I said, I have pity upon you. As I said, I speak about herbs. And I'm here to teach you about herbs and give you some basic knowledge of your physical body. Because the body belongs to you. It's like when you go to the doctor, you must tell the doctor what is wrong. He don't know what's wrong with you. No, he don't know what's wrong with you. So you tell him what is wrong. And he gives you some medicine for the cause of the problem. He don't know the cause, but he try to correct the problem that you have. Very simple. So he still have you going and coming just like the preacher. And most of the preacher themselves, they were narcotics people. They drink all these alcohol and they smoke up all these narcotics till thousands and thousands of dollars a day. Now, they're talking about, oh, I've been saved. I've been saved. Why you have to do that to be saved? Why can't you do like me? You don't need to touch narcotics to be saved. Saved from what? The wrath of the enemies? You're not saved from the wrath of the enemies. As I said in Paul's program, the black men of the Western world must take some of the land from the white men and plant grains. Just like how they take the land from the Indians. And they kill the Indians. We don't need to kill anyone to take some of the land. We just need to start planting grains so we can have food for our children. I tell you, I will testify at all times. And for those of you that is sitting back and figure that you're going to be walking down the street singing free at last with black men and white men children, keep on thinking. Because I don't want my son to be walking down the street with any white man children singing free at last. So you've been caught up and tied up in your silly talk. We are not trying to gain material things of this earth. Where our mind is based upon a white Jesus. So what we're doing is waiting for him to come and save us so we can go and drink milk and honey in his Father's house where many mansions are. So keep on. Because I said, it have been past the time for the Messiah to show up, and he did not. And many people disappointed. Many people spent thousands of dollars and went to Africa, and there was no Jesus show up. Because the government of himself fool you. Yes. So now, new plan. What is the new plan? They're going to bring another story up. It's not time for him to come yet. And the counting of the 2,000 years is not right. If you can count of yourself, you will know it's not right. Because they gave you 4 weeks or a month, and they gave you 7 days to make a week, and they gave you 12 months to make one calendar year, and if you count it, you will know it's not right. 4 times 7 is 28. So if you can count, you know you're just counting in vain and wasting your time. Because all these days and months and years are made by men. African men doesn't know about days, month, and year. Those are the culture of the European, the slimy, the limey, and the Anglo-Saxon. So if you don't know that, keep on thinking, black people. Yes, if you don't know that. Because no Messiah is coming to save you. That's the enemy family. Yes. How the enemy is going to save you? No, they're not going to save you. It's impossible for the enemy to save you. He don't have time to save his enemies. He's trying to get rid of his enemy, destroy you from the face of the earth. How can he destroy you? He either put chemical to the body, poison, or eliminate you somewhere or another. Now, they've been trying for many, many years. And black people are just going on unconcerned like they don't know. They're kissing up with the enemies. Hey, walking down the street with the enemies and think everything is over. Nothing is over. They're having big time plan, waiting. Waiting. I said in our program I will give you one of these herbs. As you can see, I have a herbs here. It's called lingam baidi. And if you know that the cough syrup that they sell you into the stores, it's made from the lingam baidi, especially the flowers of the lingam baidi. You can make your own cough syrup of yourself. Yes. Woo. Ooh, this aroma is so strong. Ooh, I'm telling you, it is mighty full. Ooh, yes, you can make your own cough syrup by taking the lingam baidi and boil it with sugar. Not the preservative white sugar, but the dark sugar, or you can call it brown sugar. Woo! And you can have your own cough syrup for your children, for your whole family. Yes. And don't be afraid to use herbs, black men and black women. And remember, as I said, the menses rug is dangerous. Black men, you should stay away from the ladies when they're seeing their monthly SNF flow. And there are many, many more things that it can do. The half have never yet been told on the menses rug. Yes. So if you want to read the book you call the Bible, you can read it, but it has been tampered with by the white people. The original writing was from the black. So you can't understand what they do. They decode it, so you get confused. And base your mind upon some white Jesus that is coming to save you. And when he saves you, we'll go and drink milk and honey. And that's what I'm talking about. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, if you sit tight, you will understand. Keep on watching this program. And you will understand sooner or later. Because I speak natural. I'm a natural man living into a natural world. I live in the past and I'm still walking in the future. So I'm not here for you to believe nothing. Believe in the mind of the believers. Because the God and the Jesus are in your mind. You have no proof of nothing. All you have is believe. So you're not saying anything to me. You see what I have here? You see my herbs that I have? The herbs that I have here is natural. See here? It's natural herbs. So you don't need to believe this. It works when you want it to work. Natural, simple. But as I said, be good. And keep on watching this program and tell a friend. You must tell a friend to watch this program. Yes, you must tell a friend. So be good. Be good.
I don't know what to say. Black man, you're doing the work of the Ku Klux Klan. No more Ku Klux Klan. The black man is the Ku Klux Klan.